Happy Tuesday, and welcome to the Ramashram Satsang practice session, where you'll learn the modern Satsang method for obtaining peace, light, and love in your life. My name is Eddie, and I will be introducing the facilitator for today's event. But first, I'd like to give you a brief introduction to this practice session. If you direct your attention towards your screen, you'll see the first element is Satsang. Satsang is a scientific method whereby we may obtain peace, light, and love in our life. It requires no physical skill, spiritual accomplishment, or meditation experience to begin this practice. Satsang consists of two words, Sat and Sang. Sat means positive energy, and Sang means to be with or to be in the presence of. Therefore, the word Satsang means to be in the presence of positive energy. The next element is meditation. When we meditate, we will draw our consciousness from worldly objects and direct it inwards to focus on a single thought. In doing so, our minds become calm and our thoughts become pure, thereby allowing us to obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. Inner orientation. There are two types of satsang, inner satsang and outer satsang. An example of outer satsang would be chanting or attending pilgrimages. When we practice outer satsang, we have the potential to change our behavior, but only through the practice of inner satsang can we obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. The satsang that you will learn today is an inner satsang where we meditate in silence. Group session. These practice sessions are structured for group participation. When we meditate as a group, our focus is improved and our personal progress along our spiritual path is expedited. By regularly attending these practice sessions, the benefits of group participation are amplified. Joy and inner happiness. All beings wish to experience joy. Joy is the eternal longing of the soul. But only through the practice of inner satsang can we obtain a joyous state. Each time we practice satsang, our inner happiness gradually increases, ultimately culminating in a state of joy, which we experience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The agenda for today consists of 3 sessions: the informative session, the practice session, and the interactive session. During the informative session, you will receive a lesson about a satsang topic, the founder, or some relevant spiritual topic. During the practice session, you will be given instructions on how to meditate, followed by a period of practice. During the interactive session, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions, or there'll be a panel discussion. And now, I'd like to introduce the facilitator for today's event. He has over 40 years of satsang experience. He's the grandson of Guru Maharaj, the founder of Ramashram Satsang. He was born into a satsang family where he experienced his family members obtain states of enlightenment and lead lives of peace, light, and love. At an early age, he began traveling with the mission throughout India, facilitating satsangs. And during that time, he witnessed the positive effects that satsang could have on mankind. Upon arriving to the United States, both he and his wife continued to facilitate satsangs for local satsangees. And he has led teams of satsang members in translating important satsang literature into English, and has worked tirelessly to make satsang more accessible to Western and English-speaking audiences. He currently travels throughout the United States, India, and England, facilitating satsangs while maintaining his duties as a husband, a father, and an IT executive. Please join me now in welcoming Mr. Sanjeev Kumarji.
Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I wouldn't say I'm totally exhausted after quite a 5-session marathon, which started with the Saturday English session, and then followed by the traditional satsang sessions. So, but I would, in a way, I'm charged up, and in a way, you know, it's been long days. So we went through a whole discussion this Saturday on the whole journey that we have taken with these English sessions, and started the YouTube channel. I think the intent is that the newsletter and the website will be updated in the next few weeks, and we'll get that in the rhythm. The whole idea is to see, my grandfather, who started this in 1930. His focus was to see what's the most efficient and effective method to get to an ocean of peace, where you have peace in such abundance that anybody who comes in contact with you, who sits with you, who interacts with you, feels it becomes so infectious, and takes that back, and we talked about, like, how does that transformation look like, what's the path, what are the milestones, and inner peace itself, what does that mean, and the whole concept of can this state, where when we try to imbibe and manifest transcendental energy, and once you have achieved a deeper state of that, is that transferable? Is that the whole effect of how the connection with transcendental energy not only takes you through an inner transformation, but then eventually results in people around you getting affected by it. So it's not magic. It's actually hard work, but that the key is to how do we enjoy the journey, understand the journey, enjoy the journey, and one of the things that I have been thinking about, is it Eventbrite or Meetup, or you set up these events, and it looks like it's you test drive this. Some of these methods are like, if you go for a workout, if you go for Pilates, you go for yoga, it's not like one session and you even get the results. It's a whole practice. Similarly here, we need to inculcate a practice. So I'm almost there. After this event was done, July 3rd, yesterday was Guru Purnima, which is celebrated as Guru's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Guru's Day, these things. So we, almost 100 people came together. The collective energy was enormous. Where I was going was to make sure that we understand the concepts, make sure that we don't look at it as event, but get into developing an individual practice, as well as get assistance in that practice. So I'm thinking of rolling out a 5-week online course. My grandfather, basically in every big northern Indian city, they kind of started almost it wasn't a retreat in the jungle. It was or in the nature, or like it was more of an urban retreat. All the cities had these 5 sessions in 3 days, morning, evening, and the next morning. So 5 sessions, you kind of disconnect from the rest of the world and take a deep dive into this spiritual practice, which connects you with peace and transcendental energy in form of light. So these 5 steps to inner peace. So he set up like 5 sessions in 3 days. But I'm thinking online, it should be a little more stretched out. And so 5-week online course. Every week we take a topic, take a deep dive, provide various resources. So that's the plan. Hopefully sometime later this month, we should be able to launch that. And these sessions that we do will be part of it. So group sessions will be integrated into it. The YouTube channel will have some playlists for each week, and so on and so forth. So yeah. So anyway, we'll talk more about what this practice is, but let's practice for now, and then we'll come to more discussions. It always, the practice starts with instructions. So I'll get into that. And thanks, Yuan, for sharing the slide. So inner yoga, as described by my grandfather, Guru Maharaj, it emphasizes 4 limbs of the 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga, as described by Maharishi Patanjali, one of the founding fathers of yoga philosophy. 5 of these: inward orientation, concentration, meditation, and higher consciousness, the resulting higher consciousness. So we will meditate in silence for 15 minutes or so on so what's the object of concentration, which is the 6th limb, concentration or manifestation. So we manifest transcendental energy in form of light, and we focus on the heart. So it's almost like instead of mindfulness here, we're trying heartfulness. Inward orientations, we're looking at our heart, and to help that step, basically close your eyes. So the sensory input from the outside stops and you start focusing inwards. Close your eyes, and now first observe your body. Make sure you are in a relaxed posture, a still and relaxed posture. So sitting still is important in meditation, because every time your body moves, your mind moves with it. So the idea is to control our mind and focus on or concentrate on this object of our concentration in terms of what do we want to manifest. So here we want to manifest transcendental energy. So how do we do that? So first step, inward orientation, sit in a relaxed posture, still in relaxed posture, eyes lightly closed. Now look towards, so basically think of transcendental energy to be here and now. Feel the presence. This transcendental energy in form of light is in front of us, entering our heart, distributing throughout our body, and that we're getting completely and totally immersed in this light. So these are the first two steps: inward orientation and concentration, basically trying to manifest this transcendental energy. Now we want to get into deep meditation. So the instructions will stop, we'll start music to transition into meditation. Then music will fade away, we'll get into deep, silent meditation on this transcendental light. If we forget what we're trying to manifest, what we're trying to concentrate on, that is meditation. So, but whenever our mind, we realize we're trying to observe transcendental energy, but mind wanders away. When we realize it has wandered away, we have to bring it back. That's also inward orientation. So if we find our mind somewhere else, which it will, it's very natural, we just bring it back to this thought and this thought alone. If we do any other practices, mantras, chanting, mindfulness, all that you can do before or after, this is to augment all these practices. And you can, imagine any form of your belief to be filled with this transcendental energy and to be the source of this transcendental energy and light. That's fine too. So still posture, still and relaxed posture, eyes lightly closed. And we're trying to manifest this transcendental energy in form of light. It's entering our heart, distributing throughout our body, and we are becoming totally, totally immersed in this light. Mind wanders away, bring it back to this thought and this thought alone. During this meditation, you just try to focus on this process and nothing else. We can do other things before and after to help. And let's start now. We'll start with music. That music will fade away, and then we'll get into deep meditation, and then we'll transition out with music again. Let's start. A happy Tuesday, everyone. So, yeah. So questions, time for sharing, anything that you would like to share with others? Any comments? So Shivangi, how was the last session? You want to share anything there?
Namaste, Bhayaji. Bhayaji, all the sessions were so good. I'm still feeling the effects. So it was just such a great experience to sit with everyone and meditate together.
Yep. So Phil, how are you doing?
Yeah, it was a lovely experience, to do it as a group. Like, yeah, I felt really good.
So how do I pronounce the name?
Phil. Just my first name is Phil. My middle name is Anne.
Got it. Yeah, it was one way to calm yourself and calm your mind, and that itself then takes you to the next levels.
Mm-hmm.
So any question about the method, anything else?
No, I'm good.
Very good. Very good.
Thanks.
Thank you. Nice to have you here. Welcome. So Jeff, how are things with you?
Very amazing. That's what the Satsang would help me reduce my anxiety, the stress. That's why the best way is to let things go and be present in the moment.
Yep. Absolutely. So Eddie, what's the wrap up for today?
Oh, just the theme we're here for is obviously to calm our minds, right, and to eliminate those vibrations, or those, we can call them thoughts at this point, that continually arise in our mind. And so being in satsang with a group of people, it helps us to go deeper, like you explained it, to the depths of the ocean. And when we do that, then we experience states of mind where we don't have those rising thoughts. And so I just wanted to remind everyone that when we do meditate as a group, that becomes more possible. As our concentration improves, our ability to reach those depths also improve and becomes possible. And when we touch those depths, it's something that we don't forget, and it kind of it's like I don't want to say, it's like amplified. It amplifies our progress at that point each time we do that. And when you can experience it for yourself and you believe in it, it just makes things so much more easier. Because once you see something, once you believe something, it's pretty much done. No one can take it away from you. You're going to make it happen. And so I just want to remind everyone that each time we come to these satsangs where we meet together as a group, try, obviously remain calm and relaxed, but try to experience those depths, just sit quietly and just try to let those thoughts that are arising pass by, and maintain your visualization on the light and become with it, and you will experience these moments where you have some peace of mind. And then once you do that, you'll be able to replicate it. So take advantage of these opportunities. And I think it's great that we can have these satsangs on a weekly basis. It's something that is new, right? Because Sanjeev sort of started this online, so we're able to partake in this every week. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do it. We have to do it on our own. So this is a golden opportunity for us. So I just want to encourage everyone to keep doing what you're doing, and let's do this, and let's get to the depths of the ocean.
Yeah, this just reminded me of the depths of the ocean. So, the way I look at it, the ocean on the surface has, lots of waves, and sometimes like very, very, almost destructive energy there. But as you go deep into the ocean, it gets quieter. And it gets quieter and quieter and quieter. So as you go really deep, sometimes, if you imagine there, what's it like on the surface, it's completely, so it completely different, completely opposite. And I think it's very similar with our minds. And, so yeah. So this method takes you deep into our depths of the mind, from the surface, the, conscious mind, to this subconscious and unconscious mind. And that's where lasting, change happens. That's how the transformation takes place. So, Phil, I'm just curious, Jeff, where are you from?
I'm from Toronto in Canada.
Oh, great. Okay. Interestingly, I'll be in Toronto, I think the first weekend in August. So, yeah, we'll inform you.
I see. Okay, that's
Sure.
lovely.
Yeah.
Are you conducting a session here?
Yeah.
Okay. Whereabouts in Toronto?
I think Brampton area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are lots of Indians in Brampton.
Yes. How close of far are you from there?
Oh, well, it's not too far from my place. I live in Mississauga. So Brampton is north of Mississauga.
Yes. Right. Nice. Yeah, hopefully we'll keep you informed.
All right, thanks.
Sure thing. And Jeff, where are you?
I'm in Warren, New Jersey.
Oh, nice. Believe it or not, I was right next to Warren, New Jersey, in Basking Ridge.
No, you're kidding, right?
I actually lived for a very long time. I met Eddie ages ago there.
That's good.
Yeah, Warren, New Jersey. So Onkar, you have anything to share today?
Namaste, Bhaiya. No, I was just I did not have the link and I was out, so I could not join. It was unfortunate for me, but finally I am in. But nothing.
Yeah. We I think today we didn't link the link into but we'll do that tomorrow. So yeah, the link remains the same, and so Tuesdays 7 p.m. and Sundays 10 a.m. So Onkar, did I interrupt you?
No, I was done. Thank you.
All right, so we'll see you here soon. keep the light, love, and peace within, and share. That only multiplies it. Take care. We'll have a nice week ahead.
Namaste, Bhaiya ji.
Namaskar.